Have you ever thought that your money is safe in the bank? The truth is, the bank is using your money to make themselves rich while keeping you in a financial loop. Here are 11 hidden truths about how banks actually work, and if you miss even one of them, you could pay for it your entire life. This video isn't about blaming banks. It's about understanding how the financial game really works, so you can finally stop being the one who always loses. Most people work hard for decades without knowing how money flows behind the scenes. If you stay until the end, you'll understand how banks profit off your fear and how you can flip the game in your favor. Truth number 1. Once you deposit money, it's no longer legally yours. When you put $1,000 into your bank account, it doesn't sit there with your name on it. Legally, the bank owns it. You become an unsecured creditor, and the bank has full rights to lend it, invest it, or even lose it. If the bank goes bankrupt, you're last in line to get paid. Truth number 2. Banks create money out of thin air. Under the fractional reserve system in Canada, banks only need to keep a tiny fraction of deposits. With $1,000 in your savings, they can lend out $9,000 or more. They're not just holding your money, they're multiplying it and earning interest on every dollar they create. This is how money supply grows, and why inflation keeps eating into your purchasing power. Truth number 3. You're paying to use their fake money. Let's say you get approved for a $5,000 credit limit. That money didn't exist before. It was created the moment you use the card. But you'll still pay 19.99% interest, or $1,000 a year if you keep a balance. You're working for real money to pay off digital numbers created instantly. Truth number 4. Compound interest doesn't make you rich. It makes them rich. You've been told to save and let compound interest do the work. But let's look at reality. You save $10,000 at 2%, earn $200 a year. The bank lends that $10,000 as a mortgage at 6%, earns $600. That's a $400 profit, risk-free, off your savings. The longer you wait, the richer they get. Truth number 5. Banks want you to stay in debt forever. Ever wonder why it's easier to get a car loan than a business loan? Or why credit card limits keep increasing without you asking? Because consumer debt is predictable profit. When you're in debt, you're more likely to stay employed, play it safe, and keep paying, month after month. You become a reliable revenue stream. Truth 6. Safety is an illusion. People say, I feel safe keeping money in the bank, but banks don't actually hold enough cash to pay everyone. If even 10% of Canadians rushed to withdraw their money, the system would collapse. Banking isn't built on cash, it's built on trust. Once trust is gone, everything falls apart. Truth number 7. Banks control your emotions. They make you fear losing money, so you save. They scare you with credit scores, so you repay loans on time. They sell you on homeownership dreams, so you borrow $500,000 for a 25-year mortgage. They profit from your fears, one emotional reaction at a time. Truth 38. Mortgages are both a trap and a ticket to freedom. Let's break this down. A $700,000 condo at 5.5% interest over 25 years, $135,000 total repayment. You pay $535,000 in interest, more than the condo's original price. But what if instead you buy a duplex, Plex, for $700,000, live in one unit, and rent the other? You still pay the same mortgage, but $2,000 month rent covers 60-70% of your payments. Over 20 years, your property could appreciate to 1.2 meters or more. Same mortgage, different outcome. It's not the debt, it's how you use it. Truth number 9. Real estate wealth is about type, not just timing. In 2015, I bought a Plex for $500,000. By 2025, it was worth over $1 million. Meanwhile, condos in the same area barely gained 10 to 15%. Why? Because income-generating real estate creates both cash flow and appreciation. You can choose to be trapped in debt or leverage it into financial freedom. Truth 10. The bank's worst enemy is your financial education. Once you understand how money is created, how debt works, and how interest is leveraged, you start asking smarter questions. Should I save or invest? Should I rent and invest the difference? Should I use the bank's money to buy assets instead of liabilities? That's when you stop playing defense and start playing offense. Truth, NARS 11. You don't need to escape the system, just master it. We're all inside the system. The rich don't avoid banks, they use them strategically. They borrow cheap money to buy appreciating assets. They use leverage, tax strategies, and rental income to turn the system in their favor. And you can too. Banks aren't evil, but they are playing a game, and you need to understand the rules. If you play blindly, you'll work 40 years to pay back money that never existed. But if you learn how the system works, you can flip it and use it to build your own wealth. Follow this channel if you're ready to stop surviving and start playing to win.